Om Shanti. Today's Murli is where Baba is showing us the mirror of who we are as Brahmin souls. He says it's we Brahmin souls who had been the holiest and the highest throughout the cycle of the world drama, right from Anadi Kal to the confluence age. He's giving us today the essence of celebrating a spiritual holy, and he's defining who is a true Vaishnav. Further in the Murli, he's giving us simple techniques and methods to experience the combined form of being with Baba as a companion. So let's read this Murli, which is dated 7th March 1993. The title of the Murli is To Celebrate Holi means to become the highest and the holiest. Today, Babdada is seeing all his highest and holiest children. All the children are the highest of all and the holiest of all within this unlimited drama of the cycle of the world. Look from the beginning to the present confluence period and see whether any soul has become higher and more elevated than you souls. Whether a soul is the father of a religion or a great soul, Dharampita, or a Mahan Atma, no other soul attains as elevated a stage or as elevated a status as yours, because you souls are those who take direct sustenance from the highest on high, from God. You study with Him and take elevated Srimad from Him to make your life elevated. You know yourselves, do you not? Look at your eternal period. In the eternal period, you are those who remain close to the Father in the Supreme Abode. Do you remember your place? You are the highest and you are close to and with Baba eternally. You souls also attain the deity status in the golden age at the beginning of the cycle of the world. The time of the deity souls, the starting period, is the most elevated. In the corporeal human life, you are full of all attainments and elevated. In the cycle of the world, that deity status, which is the deity life, is a life where you have attained all four types of attainments in mind, body, wealth, and people. So in the golden age is the age where each soul is Sola Kala Sampurna in the Sattva-pradhan form. Do you remember your deity life or have you forgotten it? You have remembered the eternal period, Anadi Kal, and you have also remembered the time of the beginning Adikal. Recall it very clearly. You are the highest in both of these. Are you not? After this, come to the middle period. In the copper age, the non-living images of you souls are created. That is, you become worthy of worship souls. Within worship too, look how the deity souls are accurately worshipped according to the system. While I was reading this, what reminded me is the way Srinathji is being worshipped. Each time of the day, each ritual is being practiced to the best of the precision while worshipping Srinathji. Temples have been built to all of you. Are there temples to the double foreigners? Or are they only built to the residents of Bharat? They have been built, have they not? No other souls are worshipped in the way that the deity souls are worshipped. Memorials of great souls may have been placed in the temples, but they are not worshipped with such devotion and precision in rituals. So, in the middle period, you are also elevated and the highest in your worthy of worship form. Now, come to the end, to the confluence age. You are the souls who are the highest on high Brahmins, the Brahmins who become angels. So you are the highest eternally at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end. Do you have as much intoxication? You do have the spiritual intoxication, do you not? Not ego, but self-respect. You have intoxication with self-respect. Swa, self means the soul, the spiritual intoxication of being an elevated soul. You are the highest as well as the holiest in the whole cycle. Other souls may become holy, that is pure, but your purity of the present period and then the purity of deity life is the most elevated and unique. At this time too, you become completely pure, that is holy. In the coming paragraph, Baba is explaining what it means to be a true Vaishnav. The definition of complete purity is very elevated and also easy. The meaning of complete purity is that impurity should not touch you in your mind or intellect or even in your dreams. This is known as being a true Vaishnav. At the moment, you may be effort makers number wise, but the aim of your effort is complete purity, and you are souls who develop purity easily. Why is it easy? Because children have courage and the Almighty Authority Father helps. Why that which was difficult and impossible has become possible, and it is becoming possible number wise. So you Brahmin souls experience the elevated stage of being holy, that is, of purity. Does it seem easy or difficult? Is complete purity difficult or easy? What is it? Is it sometimes difficult and sometimes easy? You have the aim of definitely becoming complete. Do you not? Your aim is the highest, is it not? Or is your aim weak and you think it doesn't matter, everything is okay? No, you don't think these things happen sometimes. You don't think these things happen a little. Let's carry on as we are. Who finds out about these things anyway? No one sees anyone's mind. We don't put it into action. So Baba is talking here about the various thoughts that comes in our way of making our efforts. However, he says the vibration of the mind cannot remain hidden. Bapdada clearly knows those who simply carry on with this, but he doesn't speak about them. Otherwise, Baba could reveal your names, but he is not doing that now. And he's further talking about what are the consequences when you are just carrying on. Those who simply carry on will reach the silver age. So that's the mirror he's showing us today. However, everyone's aim is that of complete purity. If you look at the entire cycle, it is only the deity souls who have a pure body and a pure soul. The souls of the others who come may be pure. So the other souls which comes in, say, the Dwapar Yuga or in confluence age for the first time, those souls may be pure, but their bodies are not pure. You souls become so pure in Brahmin life that you make your body and matter pure. This is why your body as well as the soul are pure. And while I was reading this, what I was getting was in the confluence age is the age where we meet Baba and we take sustenance from him. And with our efforts, to the extent we are following the Srimad, the soul becomes more pure. And those souls that come in the golden age has the results of the efforts that they have made in the confluence age. And therefore, the body and the soul both are pure in the golden age. However, are those souls whose body and soul both become pure? Now, Baba is asking us to inquire, have you met them? Where are those souls? And he is only answering this question. Let's see what he's answering. He says, you are those souls. Are all of you this or some of you? You are sure that you are those and you are becoming those. Therefore, you are the highest and also the holiest. You are both, are you not? How did you become this? You became holy by celebrating the very alokik spiritual Holi. Which Holi have you played through which you became the holiest and the highest? Which is the best and the most elevated color? The most imperishable color is the color of the Father's company. As is the company, so you are colored. Jaisa sang, vaisa rang. Whose company are you colored by? By the Father. Are you not? Whatever extent you are firmly colored with the Father's company, to that extent you become holy, you become completely pure. Being colored by the company is easy, is it not? Stay in the company and you will automatically be colored. There is no need to labor. Do you know how to stay in the company? Or do the double foreigners prefer to be alone and know how to feel lonely very quickly? Sometimes there is a complaint that you feel yourself to be lonely. Why do you remain lonely? Why do you feel alone? Is it because you have the habit? Brahmin souls cannot be alone for even a second. Can they be alone? No, you should not, but you do. Babdada himself has made you his companions. And so, how can you be alone? Some children say that they have made Baba their companion, but that there isn't always that company. Why? You have made Baba your companion. That is fine. If all of you were to be asked who your companion is, you would reply that it is Baba. Would you not? Babdada saw that sometimes it doesn't work by you making Baba your companion and that you still become lonely. Then what method should Baba adopt? You have made Baba your companion, but you do not remain combined. So Baba says he is available. He has made us his companion. And we have also mentioned that we are Baba's companion. But Baba is asking, are you making yourself available to me? The combined form is never separated. There is sometimes a friendly quarrel with the companion, and so you become separated. Sometimes things happen and you separate yourself from the Father. You have made Baba your companion. So experience the companion in the combined form. You cannot be separated. And further, Baba is affirming us, he's asking us to affirm this. He says, no one has the power to separate me from the combined form. Affirm yourself with this. Put this experience into your awareness again and again and become an embodiment of it. Check again and again. Am I combined? I haven't set myself aside, have I? The more you increase the experience of the combined form, the more you will experience Brahman life to be very loving and a life of entertainment. So you have come to celebrate such a Holi, have you not? Or will you simply celebrate Holi with colors and then say Holi is over? Always remember, we have to become the holiest and the highest easily with the color of the company. It is not difficult. It is easy. The company of God never gives the experience of anything being very difficult. And I'm sure each one of us have experienced this. The moment we face a challenge or otherwise experiencing a difficult situation and we keep Baba in front of us, everything becomes easy. Babdada also does not like the children to experience labor or difficulty. You are Master Almighty authorities, and you are in the combined form with the Almighty authority. So how can there be difficulty? There is definitely the experience of difficulty when there is carelessness, laziness, or when the sanskars of the old past life emerge. Since you have died alive, and this reminds me about the session that Manoj Pai took a week back on what it means to be Jite Ji Mar Jana. That's what Baba is mentioning here further. He says, the old sanskars have also died. The old sanskars cannot emerge. Forget them completely. They belong to the old life. They do not belong to Brahmin life. Since the old birth has finished and you have taken a new birth means new sanskars. Very simple technique is what Baba is giving further of how to deal with Maya. If Maya makes the old sanskars emerge, then look at it like this. If someone were to give you something belonging to someone else, what would you do? Would you keep it? Would you accept it? In turn, you will think. What will you think? This is not mine. This belongs to someone else. I cannot accept it. In the same way, if Maya comes to you in the form of making your old sanskars emerge, then they are not your things. Just think, this is not mine. This belongs to someone else. You cannot consider an old thing to be yours, even in your thoughts. Can you consider it to be yours? Think about it. Something that belongs to someone else will definitely deceive you. It will give you sorrow. So whenever we are attached to anything which doesn't belong to us, I'm sure when we lose it, we feel sad. Think about it and leave anything foreign that very second. Throw it away. That is, remove it from the intellect. Don't keep that which is not yours in the intellect. Otherwise, you will continue to be distressed. Always think about what Baba has given in Brahmin life. What is Brahmin life? That is, what are my original nature, sanskars, attitude, drishti, and awareness? Emerge this, the sanskars and the nature of being in soul consciousness. These are original and others are foreign. Do you like foreign goods or do you like goods of your own? Those are Ravan's goods and these are the Father's goods. Which do you prefer? Do not have these thoughts even by mistake. What can I do? My nature is like that. My sanskars are such. What can I do? Because it is very difficult to erase sanskars. They are not yours. Why do you say mine? They are not mine. You say mine to that which belongs to Ravan. Because you make them yours, the sanskars think that you have accepted them. So you are very hospitable to them. Let your original sanskars and original nature emerge, and the others will then automatically get merged. Do you know what you have to do? You have come to celebrate such a Holi. Have you not? People would say that Holi is for one day. The next day, Holi is over. And what would you say? You say, we are constantly celebrating Holi with the color of the company and have become holy. By continually celebrating Holi, we have become holy. Have you already celebrated Holi or have you yet to celebrate it? Ever since you became Brahmins, you have been celebrating Holi because the time of the confluence age is a time of constant festivity. People of the world spend extra money and celebrate with pleasure, but you celebrate every second with pleasure. You sing and dance at every second. You constantly dance in happiness. Or do you only dance when there is a cultural program? You are constantly dancing, are you not? Constantly sing songs of the Father's praise and of your attainments. Does everyone know how to sing? All of you can sing. All of you can dance, and you can do this constantly. Is singing and dancing difficult? It is easy. So constantly experience it to be easy and become complete. So when I was reading this whole paragraph where Baba is mentioning become holy and become pure. So if we look at the word holy and define this meaning of the word holy in Hindi, it means to become, kisi ki ho jana. So the true spiritual holy, to the essence of this word holy means to become Baba's, and Baba is becoming ours in this confluence age. And when we are in the combined form, it becomes easy to become pure. And that's what is the meaning of celebrating spiritual Holi. The word holy in Hindi is to become, and the word pure is to become pavitra. So purity and becoming holy goes hands in hand. Baba says, don't think of these questions. I don't know if I will become complete or not. Never allow this weak thought to come. Always think, I have become this many times before, and I have to become this again. Acha, to the elevated souls who constantly celebrate the holy of the color of the company of God, to the elevated souls who constantly play the highest part in the cycle of the world, to the holiest souls who are the most elevated of all souls, to the multi-million times fortunate souls who constantly remain combined, to the Brahmin souls who constantly make the difficulties of others easy, to the souls who are experienced in the flying stage of their new birth, new nature, and sanskars, new zeal and enthusiasm, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. From us children, love, remembrance, and namaste to Bapdada. Blessings. May you be an easy yogi who travels to all three worlds in a second with the vehicle of your intellect. Clarification. Bapdada invites you children to put on the switch of your thoughts, to come to the subtle region and to take the rays of the sun, the moonlight of the moon, to have a picnic and to have fun and play games. For this, all that is required is double refined petrol for the vehicle of your intellect. Double refined means to have the intoxication of the incorporeal faith. I am a soul, a child of God. Secondly, to have the intoxication of all relationships in the corporeal form. This intoxication and happiness will make you into easy yogis, and you will continue to travel to all three worlds. Slogan: knowledge of elevated actions is the pen with which to draw the line of elevated fortune. Knowledge of elevated actions is the pen with which to draw the line of elevated fortune. Om Shanti. Let's take a few minutes of silence and then we shall reflect on the points of the Murli and share them. We can unmute ourselves and share the points of the Murli.
Om Shanti. Sister, I just need a bit clarity in this, in the difference between this original, old, and new sanskar. What exactly Baba is telling about this, these three?
Would anyone like to elaborate on this point?
Yeah, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, am I audible?
Yes, Ansuben.
Ji. In fact, original sanskaras are as Baba's sanskaras as are mine. That ultimate unconditional peace, and unconditional love for everyone. First of all, for myself. When I'm original form, I'm just equal to Bap. I'm miniature and he's that Sindhu, the vast ocean of all the virtues. So if I feel I'm originated in my Shashwat Sarup, it means I'm as beautiful, Satchitanand, Satyam Shivam Sundaram, as my father is. So those are my real sanskaras. So when I situate myself in Param Dham, in combined Sarup, those keeps emerging. And once I'm in my action, so those sanskaras are being forgotten, and our nature, we are living on this earth planet almost 5,000 years, and last 63 births we have accumulated so many, uh, not my sanskaras, those are the sanskaras of these body consciousness and body relations. Baba says na Parvati. So I have to now focus on my original sanskaras so that more and more I situate myself in that unconditional love, bliss. Baba says, no, every moment you have to dance. It's such a big, high on highest pedestal. Baba wants to see us. So we have to really co-create those, our own original sanskaras, and so that in this worldly material and so much of dukh ashanti right now, we are detached and we are more attracted towards our originality, and that's of ultimate peace and love. Om Shanti.
Okay, that means that is the when we are in body conscious, that is our new sanskara. The sanskara which we gain from your soul cause. I'm sorry, from soul conscious is our new sanskara. Is it? Am I right?
New sanskaras are, where we have adopted after taking this body costume, and original sanskaras are of my father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Om Shanti. Besides Rakhi sister, thank you for explaining very nicely, and also the previous sister Anshu. I just wanted to add, this line which says you should sing and dance constantly. I think that's very, very relevant, because even if we see the people around us, even whichever maybe their sanskars, or even those who do not do the most ideal thing around us, but when you put on music and you're all singing and dancing together, you see they're all blending with happiness, with joy. They're in a different mental state and emotional state. And I think this is what Baba is trying to tell us, that blissful state, if we can establish that not only within ourselves but with all the people around us, it's a very important thing. And I have also experienced it at work. When it is very stressful on certain days, there's a lot of pressure or some targets that you have to meet, and then you take a break and say, okay, let's put some music and let everybody just relax, listen to music or sing along or something. You see the vibrations change immediately. So what Baba is saying is really, really true. And we can really use this in our life in a very practical way also, the singing and dancing. That's what I wanted to add. Om Shanti.
Very true, Anshuben. That intoxication of always being with Baba. And today in the Murli, Baba also speaks about that he is making himself available every moment. Are we making ourselves available to Baba? And I think the easy access is always been singing and dancing with that intoxication that I'm Baba's child and I'm Baba's companion. Very well explained. Thank you, Anshuban. Haripritam.
One thing I really like about that, Baba says that holy. So when I am Baba's from Man, Buddhi, Sanskar, Tan, Man, Dhan, Sankalp, Sambandh, from all the aspects, when I only feel that I only belong to Baba, then only I can be pure. Because without becoming fathers in all these aspects, I cannot claim my complete purity. That is what I really like about. Thank you. Very well narrated, Murli sister. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much, Rashmi Ben, for sharing that. And that word holy itself makes so much of intoxication.
Actually, that word holy, if you take the English literal meaning, Holy, you're holy because you're connected to the divine and to Baba all the time. And the Hindi holy, कि मैं तो अभी आप में एकदम समर्पित हो ही गई हूँ, आप ही की हूँ होली. तो मैं हिंदी में भी देखूं and English में भी देखूं, it's a wonderful connection actually. And also the colors of Holi, I somehow connect it a lot to our ancient system of the Dev and Devtas, like, with the chakras. If you see the colors of the chakras and if you see the holy colors and the blending, I can just visualize that connection with the Baba and the Almighty with this powerful, colorful energy that comes through Holi. Om Shanti.
How to have a double refined intellect, sister?
Can't hear you, sister.
Double refined intellect, Baba mentioned in Vardhana. What it is?
Would anybody like to speak about it? So what Baba is saying in Vardhan today is you need to be having double refined petrol to have this intoxication and to become the holiest and the highest. That is the way you need to go faster in your Purusharth and always stay in the combined Swarup. Have I answered that for you, sister?
Okay, sister. Om Shanti.
I'm a soul. Being in soul conscious is one.
Anybody else would like to share?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Even I also want the clarification regarding the old thoughts. Baba says, don't accept old thoughts, sorrow from Maya. Now, these old thoughts means 5 vices. Am I right? And what
No,
is
sister. Old thought means that what you have acquired in this last 63 births. New sanskar means that from the last 63 births, what you have accumulated, I mean, which was not yours, the ego, the ahamkar, the jealousy, the competitive nature. So
yeah, new thoughts
you
means
have the
vices.
not
Means
able
we
to
have
hear you, sister. Yeah.
means we have to stick to the old sanskaras. Means our original nature.
No. Old is like standing in the 84 births. Okay. What we have acquired in this last 63 births were the old sanskar out of vices. It can be anything. It can be like I'm very competitive by nature. I get jealous very easily. I'm too sensitive. I always want recognition. I always want approval. I am from low self-esteem. So it can be anything. Okay, so this is what we have acquired for the last 63 births out of the vices is known as old sanskaras. And Baba is telling that your original sanskaras is like the innate qualities of the soul, which we need to now emerge. It should be now in the emerged form. And new sanskaras, which we had started developing from the Dwapar Yuga.
Mhm. Okay. Thank you, sister. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much, Reshmi Ben, for that clarity.
This intoxication, Om Shanti, the intoxication that I have become this many times before, and I have to become this again. This intoxication will keep us towards the path of becoming holy. Am I right? That is the embodiment or the celebration of holy, becoming pure.
Becoming pure, and the way to become pure is always experiencing Baba as a companion and being with Baba in the combined form. And very simple techniques Baba explains today in the Murli as to how to stay in the combined form with Baba. Shall we go ahead with meditation, or would anybody want to share anything?
Sister, one thing again.
Yeah.
Old, our original and innate qualities, I think so. Is it not? And new is the which we acquired from our Ravan's qualities. So now we have to emerge our old, that is our innate sanskars. Is it?
Reshmi Ben, would you like to explain this? Would anybody like to?
See,
Yeah, go
sister,
ahead.
as I just explain that original sanskar is like the innate qualities of the soul: purity, love, bliss, power, the 7 qualities of the soul. And the old sanskaras, Baba says कि पुराने स्वभाव संस्कार के वशीभूत हो जाते हो. The old sanskar is like I have been working myself, or I have been operating myself based on few sanskar. Because like for an example, in my nature, maybe if I don't get appreciated, if I don't get um, recognized, if I don't get the recognition for the good work, my self-esteem goes down. It can be anything, or I feel that I'm not worthy. So this kind of sanskars, or this kind of thought process, is known as old sanskars, which we have acquired, accumulated based on the vices. And the vices came when? At the beginning of the Dwapar Yuga. And new sanskaras is like which was not our quality. When we start seeing each other, identify each other as a body, and then the ego came, then the whole identification is based on my this bodily belonging, my name, fame, relationship, deha ke sambandh, anything. I mean, if I have a very good qualities, so I'm very egoistic about that. Oh, I have the specialities and nobody has it. So first time when I had developed it, when I started looking myself or identifying myself like this, which means that I started competing with others. I started identifying myself as a body and others as a body. First time. when I started. And I mean, when I started developing this nature, and gradually in this 63 births, I feel that yes, I should be proud of my qualities. I have these specialities. I have the sharp intellect. So this is how I have started identifying myself, right? So this is how I had developed all this sanskaras, which were not belong to me. So this is what Baba is trying to say, that new sanskaras started at the beginning of the Dwapar Yuga, when we start identifying with each other as a body, and then all these vices started coming. And based on those vices, we had started thinking like that. We have started creating some swabhav and sanskar. At the 84 births, when we are standing, we are known as, we can call them as old sanskaras. Does it make sense? An original sanskar is like the innate qualities of the soul.
Very nicely explained, Reshmi Bhum.
ओम शांति, ओम शांति। मैं कुछ कहना चाहूंगी। ये सभी ने कहा है, मैं हिंदू में, ओरिजिनल संस्कार है जो आत्मा के जो 7 गुण है ना, वो संस्कार है। और ओल्ड संस्कार है जो द्वापर से हम जो बॉडी कॉन्शियसली जो करते आए, वो है ओल्ड संस्कार। और न्यू संस्कार जो है, जब हम ब्राह्मण लाइफ लेते हैं, जो देवी देवता के जो 16 कला संपूर्ण जो कहते हैं, वो क्वालिटीज न्यू संस्कार होते हैं। जब ब्राह्मण लाइफ लेते हैं तो वहां से हमारा शुरू होता है। तो ये 3 संस्कार जो बाबा ने आज कहा है, न्यू संस्कार मीन्स ब्राह्मण लाइफ जब हम लेते हैं तो जो संस्कार हम डेवलप करते हैं, जो 16 कला संपूर्ण निर्विकार, वो संस्कार। अच्छा, ओम शांति।
Thank you, Padma Ben, for explaining this. There are 2 points that Tina Ben has mentioned on the chat. She says, Brahmin sanskars are new sanskars. Soul sanskars, when in supreme land, is innate or eternal sanskars. And deity sanskars are original sanskars, and Ravan sanskars are old sanskars. They are called new because Baba calls Brahmin birth as a new birth. Even though you are in the old body, Marjiva Jana se related hai. So when we today Baba mentions na Jite Ji Marjana, what he mentions in English is no, dying alive. So very nicely explained this as well. Thank you so much. Karthikeyan Ben, you want to say anything?
No, sister.
Okay.
Thank you, sister.
Om Shanti. In the interest of time, shall we get into meditation now? So today, let's sit for 3 minutes in silence instead of playing any music. Be in the spiritual intoxication of who I am is the companion of Baba. Experience that combined Swarup. And after 3 minutes, I will say Om Shanti and we will complete the session. Om Shanti. Let's take this affirmation and experience being in combined Swarup as homework for the day. And we shall all meet at tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister.